So I'm sure you guys are familiar with those folks, the West Valley Realtors. So we're extremely proud to have them on board as well. Just a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Phoenix. I've been living in Glendale for the last 7 years. I'm a fourth generation Arizonan. My wife, Valerie, is part owner of the Blossom Birth and Wellness Center, which is across from the Phoenix Children's Hospital. They do a great business. She's wonderful. My wife and I have 5 kids. Our oldest daughter is a Navy vet. Our youngest daughter just turned 5, so she's a little one, little Miss Jessica. And I'll tell you, it's never boring. It's never boring. My background with my family and community service goes back quite a ways. My great-grandfather was actually a street sweeper for the city of Phoenix, and he retired with retirement certificate number 1. He was the first person ever to retire in the city of Phoenix. He was a street sweeper. Then he had my grandmother, who was born the same year Arizona became a state. And they founded our community church in Phoenix, where we used to live. It's the first Methodist Hispanic church of Phoenix. It was the first one that was built. And some of you may remember that, I don't know, in 2010 I ran for state mine inspector. And that was I ran for state mine inspector because we had so many abandoned mines. Mining is kind of my background. I'm a mining executive and development executive. So we used to do a lot of work all over the nation, doing everything from engineering new mines, setting them up, to large-scale development projects. Sonora Mountain Ranch is one of them that's in North Phoenix or Peoria. So when I actually got down into the abandoned mines and took a look at the hardcore numbers of what we were looking at in Arizona, I come to find out that there were 10,000 documented abandoned mines that kids were falling into them every year. So I ran for state mine inspector to try to help that and generate some more revenue for the state and the city so that we could close those down. Got together with mining owners, I think at that time Phelps Dodge, and they had just sold out to Freeport and Mac-Miranda. So I ran for state mine inspector, didn't win, and even though I didn't win, I still kept my promise, which was I would be an advocate for abandoned mines and I would close them down. So I started a nonprofit called the Abandoned Mine Safety Organization, and we closed down abandoned mines and provide abandoned mine safety education for kids K through 12 all over the state. So we've educated thousands and thousands of kids, started bringing folks to have those discussions about the fact that they are so dangerous. We, as a city now, in all communities, are spreading out to the point where they're literally in our backyards. So I started that in April of last year, and for the first time there were no deaths of abandoned mines in over 12 years. So what we're doing is working. It's working great. So that's just part of the community service that I bring to the city of Glendale. I sit on 2 commissions for the city of Glendale as well. I sit on the Water and Sewer Task Force Commission, and I sit on the Commission on Neighborhoods. We do a lot of revitalization programs. But more importantly for the city of Glendale, it's got to be a regional leader. It's got to work with the cities of Phoenix and with the city of Avondale and so forth to be able to bring in that economic development that it so desperately needs at this point. There's a lot of issues going on in the city of Glendale, fiscal issues with coyotes and casinos and all kinds of other things that we pop up every day. But we've got a solid plan to address these items. But right now, our race is looking extremely well. We were neck and neck, and now we're seeing our numbers rise. And it's got to do with the fact that we've got such a huge volunteer base. Hundreds and hundreds of great people that are volunteering to help our community out. I've been out there knocking on doors, talking to folks, and it's really been working. So I'm really excited, and I'll be honored to be the next mayor of Glendale. So if you folks, I know I've got 2 in Glendale now. You've got your business in Glendale, right? And you live in Glendale as well.
And I'm a Glendale resident.
We want to see a more diverse and transparent policy in the city of Glendale. We see a lot of closed door sessions there, but we're going to be opening those up more and more. We're going to be having small business roundtables where folks like you can come and talk about some issues that you may be facing with the way that Glendale relates to small businesses and how we can streamline that process and work to better not only your businesses, but new businesses starting up. So a lot of great things happening there. And if you've not checked out my website, I've got some cards for you, cruzformayor.com. We're also looking for some other folks, additional folks to help us become financial sponsors to our campaign, since we're getting so close and we just need to get through the finish line. Certainly be appreciated. But what the city of Glendale truly needs is they need a leader that's in there that's not your typical politician, but someone that cares about the community that he's working for, and always keep in mind that the role of mayor is not about him, it's about serving the people, and that's what's the most important. And I think that a refreshing change of that type of leadership is well needed in Glendale. So with that, I thank you.